Hey there everyone, it's me Lauren with Bold Notion Quilting. We've got so much going on in the studio right now. I am preparing for 3 live classes coming up on October 24th. The Fancier Feathers class, the Contemporary Quilting class, and then the How Do I Quilt This class. I wanted to show you a little bit about the ruler class coming up at the end of the month that is a pre-recorded class. The other 3 classes are live. And I wanted to show you just a little bit about what we talk about in the classes. So I went ahead and kind of recorded some of the screen doodles from the online class that we did with the worksheets, just to kind of give you a good feel for it. So right here, you're going to see the Fancier Feathers class. As you scroll through that, you're going to see that we worked on inner elements, outer elements, how to work them in a curve, how to go around a border, and we just learned all of the ins and outs of taking a feather, making it a little bit fancier, and then also we discuss how to emphasize going through the feathers and the path and the echoes and the fillers next to them to really show and emphasize the feathers that you're working with. And then we talk about in our contemporary quilting class, the basics of contemporary quilting. When you take this class, I expect that you have some knowledge. I'm not going to show you the ins and outs of how to do every specific particular design, but we talk about how you take a traditional design, and I show you the basics of that, and then how to take it and make it more, to make it contemporary, because contemporary quilting has a ton of different elements, involved with taking a design and kind of making it a little bit more fresh and a little bit more modern, and it's a lot of fun. So I hope that you'll join for the contemporary quilting class. Right now, the Fancier Feathers live class and the contemporary quilting class are $45 off. So instead of being $150, because we're just 2 weeks from class, they're going to be $105 if you'd like to join. The live classes, we do them in a Facebook Live format. So we have a private group that once you sign up for the class, within the next day, I will add you to the private Facebook group. And in that Facebook group, we'll have a video just like this one, where I'll sit down and I'll talk to you in a live format. So you'll be able to ask questions and get answers. And then if for whatever reason, if you sign up for the live class and you can't be there on the live day, that's okay. You can watch it again later on replay. You can even sign up for the class, because it's not one that I normally offer, if you'd like to take it for the live classes, either the Fancier Feathers or the Contemporary Quilting class for $10.24. Even if you can't be there on that day, you can watch it on replay, and you still get the benefit of a live class, because there will be a lot of people taking the class that will be there to ask questions, and they might be questions that you would have had that I can then answer. And then we have our ruler class, which is a pre-recorded class on boldnotionquilting.com. So what that means is that I've got a whole list of curriculum, and I take and I film the class so that you can then watch it later at any point on boldnotionquilting.com in your account. Once you sign up for it, it's yours forever. You can come back and rewatch. There are going to be worksheets that you can print out and follow along with us. And then if you can decide how far you want to take this. So 1, you can participate with the worksheets and just doodle until you feel more comfortable. 2, you can print out a practice quilt sandwich and practice the designs with us through the worksheets, and then also on the practice quilt sandwich that we're going to be using. Or 3, you could take it even a step further, and then we have a project quilt for this class. So the introspection quilt pattern on boldnotionquilting.com, there are even some kits for some mini patterns. I really love the one that's in Valentine's Day colorways, because that's around the corner, so that'll be fun to have. They're 50-inch quilt tops, and you can participate in actually taking the project from beginning to completion. And for me, that makes all the difference in the world, because it really helps for me to solidify all of the different elements of the class that I've been learning, and I can really take what I've learned and put it to work in an actionable way. Now, for this particular class, we're going to work through 2 different quilt tops. The introspection quilt top will work through that whole quilt top, but then also we have a new Dream Big border pattern called the Dream Big lattice border, which you can see here. And it's a set of curved piecing. We use a Drunkard's Path template to do different designs, and then we have inner and outer borders to then, kind of frame that and make it look super pretty. And so we're going to take that and use that as a piece to practice our curved quilting, because there are a lot of elements to curved quilting with curved piecing and curved rulers that I want you to be able to consider and take into account. And those aren't things that I could really show you unless we do them on a project. So this ruler class is going to be very special in that it kind of walks you through 2 full quilt projects so that you can then really take everything in and learn it on a deeper level. Now with the Dream Big Lattice border pattern, we are not going to quilt the flower in this class at all. And that's because we already have a Dream Big quilting class. If you wanted to take that class, that's a $40 class on boldnotionquilting.com where you learn 9 different designs to quilt the inner leaf petal patterns, right? So you can learn 9 different designs that you can then take and combine and put around the quilt in an actionable way for you that makes sense. I do give you a map out for where to place all of those if you want your flower to look exactly like mine, but it's definitely another class that you could take if you're interested, if you've got some Dream Big panels, but you aren't quite sure how to tackle the free motion. So those are the upcoming classes for October. The Dream Big class is live and ready to take now. And that's a pre-recorded class that you can print out your worksheets over and over. You can come back and watch over and over. And then, of course, with all of the classes, they're yours forever. As long as I have a business, those classes are yours, as long as I can pay for my website and keep it up for you guys to look at. So continue to come to the class and check back for new content because we have lots of classes in the pipeline for 2021. And I'm really, really excited to do these classes. So I hope if you're interested, take a look at the course catalog on boldnotionquilting.com. Check out the courses, and then you can see the ones that are live. They say live on them for 1024, and there are still just a few seats left at the $45 off for the contemporary quilting class and for the fancier feathers class. The How Do I Quilt This class is that's been sold out for a while, so we may do another one of those maybe in November, but it's definitely something that I'd love for you to look at. And then if you're going to join the ruler class, that's going to be a lot of fun as well, and that debuts on October 29th. So we got a lot coming up at the end of this month, and I hope you'll join me. Visit boldnotionquilting.com and check out the course section.